Hey guys, Resurfing here. So yesterday I picked up, or rather my mom picked up for me, Battleslash and Roadtrap, two new Transformer figures from the Power of the Primes line. Uh, these are an interesting case, as they were originally one bot called Battletrap in the 80s. It was a robot made from two different vehicles combined together. They had a partner called Flywheels, who I believe is somewhat prominent in the comics at the moment. Uh, but so it was originally a truck and a helicopter that combined together, and that's what it still is. Now, though, the truck and the helicopter each have their own robot modes. So we have Battle Slash here, and you can see some wonky proportions on this. I call these chicken nugget thighs because that's kind of what they look like. They look like thighs made from chicken nuggets. Uh, Due to the nature of the combining part. Also, he has a really interesting combination, not combination, but transformation that I have never seen on anything before, actually. And it took me a while to figure it out, even with the instructions. Also, can we please stop having dark purple and black? Uh, and then we have Roadtrap, who is the blue truck. So I'm going to take a look at Roadtrap first. See, he's got some unique design elements. At least I think they're unique. I've never seen them before. Uh, Mostly, I'm talking about the how the wheels are actually on the inside of the arms. Usually, they just end up making the shoulders when it comes to car or truck robots. So this is actually kind of nice, and it's solely due to the combination transformation, but it's a nice touch. He's got a lot of paint, and there's actually only one cheat on him, and that's the fake taillights. Which, again, I've never actually seen before. This is a first. Uh, so he's the simpler transformation. Uh, First thing you want to do is take out the, I guess they're shock absorbers underneath the wheels. This will be important later on. Then there's a little hinge area where you want to fold it up. This is where it can get slightly difficult with him, uh, just due to the size of my hands. I don't think a kid would have any issue with it. And you can just snap together there. Then you have the arms there, and I need to move closer here. Uh, so they'll fold back. They will fold back more than that, but for now I want them there. The instructions don't say to do this, but I found it makes it easier to split the chest first. You do not have to do it that way. It's just personally easier for me. And then you just slide it down. You may end up accidentally undoing the work you did on the feet there, like I just did. Then the arms just simply fold in and snap. Uh, so you can see how the side gets made there. Do that again. By the way, you can get them to any mode from any other mode. But the instructions do recommend vehicle mode to combine mode. And then you put again. I'm assuming there's shock absorbers down so that you'll be able to have the wheels move. Otherwise, they end up here and they'll get blocked. You get a nice blue truck as soon as you fold the head down. I don't know why I forgot to do that. Whoops. So you get a nice blue truck. Red windows. Got the yellow headlights. And again, it was fake taillights, so you've got nothing back here. This is pretty much just hollow due to the nature of how this has to work. But I really like this, and I found it a fun. Okay, so we took a look at Roadtrap. Now it's time to take a look at Battleslash. Battleslash is the helicopter, and as all good helicopter transformers do, you can spin the propeller in robot mode. Funny thing is, it's actually probably easier to spin it in robot mode than it is in helicopter mode. Like I was saying, he has a unique transformation scheme as he kind of folds up inside out. I don't really know how to describe it. You do have to pull apart both parts here, which is interesting. And you can see the future Battleslash head there. I mean Battletrap head there. So fold that head down. These guys fold out. And you can just fold right back up there. I'm trying to remember exactly what parts have to be done at the moment. I think I have to fold these guys up and over. It's not easy to do. Especially not when you're trying to do it the wrong way. We'll put these guys up front here for a bit, because now we actually have to take the legs here, pull them apart, move them all the way to the other side, rotate them, and got the tail rotor there. I don't really know what else to call it. I don't know much about actual vehicles, other than that they're fun to play with. Alright, so you got the back of the helicopter there. And again, the legs came from all the way on this side to make this part here. So again, interesting. Fold this part down to make the front of the helicopter. And fold these up. And I need to be sure that I have these right. You do kind of have to fold things. I think it's like this. Yeah, that should allow for it to have the propeller on the top. And then there's a slot in the top to allow you to peg in the helicopter blades more securely, depending on how well you may transform it. And it's been a crapshoot for me. You can spin the blade in helicopter mode too, of course. So then we have to get them into Battletrap mode. But before that, since they are Legends class figures made for the Power of the Primes line, they are designed to work with the Prime Masters. In this case, they seem to be meant to work with the Spark mode more than anything. At least Battleslash is. So you just peg them in there, and it's exactly the same on Battletrap. It's just pegging it in. And I would say if you can only afford one at the moment, since they're $10 each, decide whether you want a more complex transformation or a simpler transformation. If you want simple, go for Roadtrap. If you want more complex, go for Battleslash, and then get whichever other one down the line later on when you can afford it. Alright, so Battletrap mode is actually pretty simple. First, just pull up Roadtrap's head, and you can already see how he's going to go. Just pull these apart, and basically just put the legs back as they were for Roadtrap's robot mode. So you will have to take the shock absorber part out and lift up the front window there. You don't actually have to have the arm still pegged, but I prefer to do it just because it makes things a little bit sturdier. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. And you know what? A little bit can go a long way in these. So there's the pants mode. And then once again for a Battleslash, you do a whole bunch of folding. So undo the helicopter top. Uh, as I was saying, you basically take apart the top of the copter. Uh, there we go. And you do more folding. Uh, make sure the arms are unpegged. I don't know why they don't want to unpeg now. Before they always, when I want them pegged, they won't peg. When I don't want them pegged, they'll stay pegged. And you basically fold them again, and it'll end up so that the propeller is in the middle on the back of the bot. And I think, yeah, you want the shoulder down all the way. Okay. Alright, so the back should look more or less like this. Then you take the legs again, pull them apart, fold it down, you rotate again, make sure the rotor blade is up. Then you just pull the front, pull the battle trap head up, and you have the top of the robot. And will you stop doing that? There we go. You have the top of the robot. So to attach them together, it's just take the front of the helicopter and put it over top of Roadtrap's head. And there you go. You have Battletrap, who ends up with a nice amount of articulation. The legs become the arms. Legs Battleslash become Battletrap's arms and have elbows. You got knees on a Battletrap on the Roadtrap parts. Even some ankle pivoting if you really want to. Uh, so you get a pretty posable bot, and it's from because it's made from 2 Legends class. It's only slightly smaller than a Deluxe. Uh, I So comparing to Skull Smasher, they're maybe about a head shorter than a Deluxe, which is pretty good. A pretty good size for something made of 2 Legends class figures. Uh, but yeah, I personally really love this. It's one of those things where if it weren't for the gimmick, I'd probably have passed up on these bots. Uh, but having them together is just a fun little thing, and I like being able to separate and put them back together. Now, since they are from Power of the Primes, they do come with cards. I happen to get Liege Maximo for both. So for Battleslash, it is convince his comrades and foes to bow to him. For Roadtrap, convinces enemies to sabotage their own systems. Uh, so for me personally, I'm interpreting this as Liege Battletrap as convincing enemies to sabotage their own systems as they bow before him. Because that's the most fun interpretation for me. But yeah, I personally love this figure. I definitely recommend getting the set if you can. Like I said, if you only afford one, decide if you want complex or simple, and go from there. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time, and have a great time wherever you may be. Bye, guys.